Hello everybody and welcome back to another film review. So as you can tell by the title today, I'm going to be doing The Suicide Squad. Now it's a film that just came out yesterday. I've seen it today and I thought I'd review it. I'm going to tell you what I liked, what I didn't like. I'll give you a basic plot, obviously no spoilers during these reviews as always. So let's get into it. So the premise of the film is the same as the one previously if you've seen it. The main lady, cannot remember her name for the life of me. Basically, she's created two squads, two different separate suicide squads that we learn about in the beginning. She sends one out for a mission, but it turns out one of those members was in cahoots with some other people and he ends up dying, and they basically end up shooting that team, but it gives you a plot into the other team that ends up surviving. You get details on each of them, why they're doing it, everything like that. Harley Quinn gets captured because she was on the other team. She's big main plot point of the film. She played very well, so interesting. What I will say about this film, it is very gory. So if you don't like gore, a lot of blood or anything like that, it probably was best not to watch this one because it is very violent in a lot of areas. I don't know how I managed to get a 15 rating, but yeah, it's very violent in a lot of areas. The main villain, it's hard to exactly say who the main villain is. Basically, the US are in on it, so is this company, but mainly a main villain is a giant Godzilla-like starfish. Yes, you heard right. It's a giant starfish because of a project named Project Starfish, and it is shooting out these aliens that possess people. And there's this one guy who's able to control basically all of them, and he's like one of the main, basically the main plot villains. They send out this squad to try and destroy this building and everything like that, where everything's being held. But obviously, I'm not going to go into too many details there. There is an end credit scene, so if you like end credit scenes, there is going to be one. But yes, now visually, it was a stunning film. Like, there's so much good about it. You can tell by the reviews it got. It was such a good film to watch. Was it better than the first one? In my opinion, it might be. Like, the characters got some depth, like, maybe not as much as the first one, but they got some depth. It was very interesting. I love the way they do it. And honestly, they made the main woman who set up the Suicide Squad look like the biggest dick in the world. Like, she's meant to be controlling these people to try and get them to help out, but, like, she's just manipulating so much, and she, like, is the worst human being possible. Like, you honestly hate her, Jonathan. You feel bad for the bad guys because of how much of a dick this woman is. So that's the main Suicide Squad. Obviously, without spoiling too many plot details, you do get the main squad. You'll get Robert Duvall, which is the guy who shoots Superman with a kryptonite bullet. That's how he ends up there. Obviously that's in the trailer. You get the shark guy, the girl who can control rats, Peacemaker, played by John Cena, which he played it very well. Impressed with that. Yeah, there is a lot of interesting points, a lot of twists and turns, people dying left, right, and center. You feel so sorry for some of these characters. It is an incredible film with a lot of great effects, a lot of visual effects, interesting story, comedic. There's so much comedic effect in such a dark film, and it works so well. All these jokes and everything like that. But what score should I give this film? Well, I was debating it, but honestly, it was a great film, and so I think maybe not the best hero film that there has been so far, or even the best DC film, but I think it still deserves. I'm going to give it an 8.7. An 8.7 out of 10, I think it deserves. So that's what I'll land on, 8.7 out of 10. Yeah, those are my main points of the Suicide Squad film. I highly recommend you check it out, but if you don't like blood and gore, it's not worth it. But even if you're not like a hero fan or a DC fan, or even a comic book fan, this is still just a decent film just to watch in general. So, hopefully you all enjoyed this film review, and I will probably be doing another one soon then. It's alright, subscribe. Bye.